are sometime crude and sometime ass. With his wife of 15 years, that is always having his back. Even when his dogs and cats are being a pain in the ass, he hopes this will always last. Even bring the fun to the masses, rolling in 20 and beating every dungeon classes. With his goofy faces and voice all over the places, he hopes to never give up on his dreams to bring joy. And even the facts with his last podcast every week, and stream with his friends to bring that energy like big booty claps. He never gets angry, but sure can get scared. With anime waifus on his side, is always prepared. Even though he's the grumpiest of bears, this bear is always cool in his chair. Till the end his streams, always beware, cause he coming after you in hopes you'll be there. To hope you'll have a good day, a good night, and as always have a good life. Much love. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Much love, have a good night, good life. Grumpy Bear has always been there, even when life isn't fair. Even when no one is there, he's thinking of you with love and care. Even if you say like I care, he still gives you a big hug with love and hair. What hair? Cause he bald and eyebrows that are clear. With his kind words, he's never afraid to share. Giving you that good bear stare, even his kinks, so beware.
Yeah, I'm just pouring me another one.
Pour you another one, get you another tall glass, and get you ready. Get yourself ready for the Bear Thought podcast, because we are live. Hopefully everything's working, and we got. Give me an audio check.
Amigos.
Oh, you
Okay.
can tell him the other stuff that we don't like.
Ah,
I told him about the stove shit.
the stove. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Talk about the stove. Well, I hope everybody's having a good week. Hope everybody's doing just fine. I've had an interesting week. I hear myself. I think yours is working.
Mine is working, I believe.
Be a second, I'm phone.
We do this every single time at the beginning of the stream. Have anybody's ever done streaming before or ever thought about doing it? It's really embarrassing when you go like 10 to 20 minutes with no audio from somebody and you're going, oh, I can hear him just fine. Yeah, later on you find out that's not the truth and everybody's going, why am I watching this? I'm just seeing a guy's mouth just flapping. That's not entertaining. So we always do a little audio check.
Yeah.
Tell me that before.
Yeah, it's when you're not here that shit happens, because there's nobody to tell us and we're just talking and we're like, la 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 la.
We're so captivated by the conversation. We just go, who cares? They'll mouth read.
I hope they hear me.
I wonder if anybody's ever done that before, joined a channel before, like actually like got in and just like just go away and practice. Like, let's see if we can figure out what the hell he's saying, and just watch this like the entire time while your mouth is going at it, and just
I have a topic. I just popped in my head. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I get. Well, I do have a little topic too. I have now a new person I hate the most on Twitch. He has
That's new.
he has risen to the challenge of assholery. And he won't man up to it. Kind of like the other person, like, you got caught in 4K and you still deny it. It's just fucking take it, bro. You're a piece of.
I did not do a thing.
Yeah, it's like, and then okay, get this. So this person, I want to say that, well, okay, Hassan. This guy named Hassan had a dog. He has one of the world's most expensive dogs too. Beautiful dog, really. I want the dog. Dog seems very sweet. And he's trying to train the dog to I forget what the training is called, but to get the dog to stay in one area that they're the most comfortable at and stay there, right? So he's trying to train the dog to do that. But when a dog sits in one spot for 4 hours, he doesn't want to fucking leave eventually. it's 4 hours in one spot. So what he does to make sure the dog stays in that spot? Shock collar. And he shocks the dog because the dog wants to get up and move and leave, but he has to have the dog in camera. So he does, he reaches over, he can see his arm moving to the section and shocks it, and then say, oh, he just hurts himself. He must have cut himself on his dew claw. Makes sense. But when you show the shock collar, go, no, it's not a shock collar, it's just a vibrating collar. And you have the shock collar area taped off. And you can see if you change the adjustments of the photo to see that you taped it off with some black tape, and you can remove shock collar spots. Yeah, piece of shit.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I never used one that I manually push, because I feel like that's fucked up.
Yeah.
But I did have a dog one time that didn't do nothing but fucking bark. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. The motherfuckers that you get up, you could do like the pop on the nose. You could do all the things that are gentle to try to get this fucker to stop barking, and they're just like hell bent. No.
Yes.
And I got on this dog one time for barking, and the motherfucker tried to bite me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, we're gonna go this route. So I will say, you guys can be pissed off if you want to, but I got a bark
Rix has
collar
correctly
for the
joined the
fucker.
channel.
Oh yeah, that's a system of training. You do it as a deterrent, but not as a punishment for moving.
Right. So I put it on. And don't take this the wrong way, but I had never used one of these things before.
Okay.
And the dog has it on, and that motherfucker goes to barking, and the first time it barked and it goes off, it's funny because you're expecting a yelp, you're expecting a jump. It just stops mid bark, and he's sitting there with his mouth open. I'm looking at him like, oh my god, did I fuck him up? What did I do? So I run over. I run over and I take it off because now I'm concerned. I'm like, fuck, did I have it turned up too high? Did I do something? As soon as I unclicked that bitch, I was like, are you little shit? Because the motherfucker was smart enough to realize, okay, this shit went off the moment I barked, so I'm just going to stop. Because he's going to come over. He's going to take it off to find out what happened, and then I'm going to go at it again. So I clicked it back on, right?
Yeah.
Fucking with dead silent. Dead silent. So I laughed for the next week because it only took one time. And this dog had already figured out what was going on.
And then the dog decided, screw it, and it was funny every time he barked.
He got pissed off after that week because it was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just
taking it off.
I'm just gonna bark because they're not taking it off. And he would start barking. You ever heard what kind of like the beginning of a deep bark, and it just goes, oh,
yeah, all right.
And I'm like,
all
right. At that point, I couldn't hold it. I'm not gonna lie, it was funny as shit. Eventually, it did
the trick.
Stop that shit.
Yeah.
I took it off, and it would only bark if it like seen something or something. But I'm telling you, when I say this dog didn't stop barking, I got it, I brought it home, I sit it in the living room, the bitch started barking and didn't stop until we got the collar.
Yeah, I know dogs.
I was laying in the bed at night contemplating how bad a person I was really willing to be.
It's like, okay, but he also been known, like, you ever seen those collars? They're meant for like dogs that pull, and when they pull, the collar digs into their neck. He's been on camera caught with his dogs, and you can literally see blood and scars on the dog's neck.
You see, the thing about those collars though is they make them now where they'll still push and put the pressure, but they won't actually cut and dig.
Yeah.
For pullers, like I know somebody that has one on their dog because it's a big fucking dog and they're a little fucking person.
Yeah.
But theirs is like rounded and smooth, so it won't cut. It'll just, all it'll do is tighten up enough to put pressure to let him know, hey, you need to fucking stop.
Yeah.
You know?
But these were the metal prongs, 2 spikes, and they had curved like this, and then as soon as the leash goes in, they just dig into the skin. And this was another one of his dogs. Like, it wasn't the same dog, but there was another dog, and he was caught on camera. And then people caught him with the controller in his hand. So people internet sleuths look at thing going, oh, I want to look at that. And they zoom in, they capture it, they clean up the image, they do a lot of stuff, and they figure, oh, that is this, and then that's how they figure out about the collar, because he showed the collar, and it's like, oh, look, no, it's just a vibrating one. People, being who they are, they linked it up, they figured it out. No, that's the shock collar one, not the vibrating one. It's like, yeah, it has vibrating settings, but that's what you're supposed to turn it to the vibrating once dog has learned, right? Once the dog has learned, you turn off the shock. This asshole goes, nope. Sit, bitch.
But since we're on this topic, because obviously this is a touchy point, because none of us like to see fucking abused. But I'm gonna put a little comedy stories in here to help break it up. So the fun, you ever seen a dog fuck up and get hit by an electric fence?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So we had cattle and horses.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what that means? That means that the fucking electric fence around our fields were meant to knock a 2,500 to 3,000 pound bull to his knees to keep him from rampaging out of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're out there one day mowing the fields, topping it, right? And I look up, and from about a mile down the road, we had a neighbor that had these big, beautiful ass boxers, right?
Okay.
Big, beautiful boxers. And every now and then they would come down the road because nobody cared, and they would come and hang out with us.
Yeah.
We're out there riding around topping, and Apollo's running along beside the fucking tractor, and something spooks him. So he lets out the haul ass like he's gonna go home. But he's not paying attention. He keeps looking back like he thinks something's chasing him. That motherfucker hit the bottom wire of that electric fence, and I watched the dog fly. I literally watched this bitch leave the ground. I was like, shit. So I stopped the tractor. I run over there. I'm like, fuck, are you okay, Apollo? That bitch is laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Motherfucking pupils were like saucers. He's just laying there looking at me like, what the hell was that? I looked at him and said, Apollo, you should know by now, you don't fuck with Zeus's lightning bolt. Granddad just lost it. He sat down. He's like, you say some stupid shit sometime, but that was funny as fuck.
It's so sad, but like, I'm not like totally against it. I'm just against like his means of training was just to shock the dog, and I don't really subscribe to that.
Well, here's the thing.
Manually
depends on what you got. Depends on what you got it set to. One, and depends on if you're just using it as a fucking obey me.
Yeah,
because that's not training. Okay, I could put a shock something on your finger that'll pop you if I hit the button, and if I'm using it just to get the idea in your head, when you reach for that one thing, just pop, just a quick pop, that's training. That's getting you to know, don't grab that. But if I'm just, you're reaching for it and I'm just laying on it and holding it, and it's turned all the way up, that's not training. That's fucking fear and intimidation.
Yeah. Like, how would anybody else feel if you were sitting in the chair for 4 hours and you were made to sit there?
That's all work.
Listen, I do that every day.
They shock you when you get up?
I don't like it.
Let me stand up. Oh, God.
No, every time I go to stand up, I get, where you going? What you doing? I'm like, I'm gonna go take a leak. I mean,
I might
can
go
do
get
it
something
here,
to
but
eat, a smoke break, maybe.
I mean, I can alleviate myself here, but I think that's gonna make a bit of a mess. But yeah, I mean, I look at it like this: the intent behind the use is what makes the difference, right? I mean, like we've had. This might be open to can of worms, but this is my example. I'm sorry, okay? But we've had this conversation about firearms before.
Yeah.
A firearm doesn't kill anybody. The person using the firearm kills people.
Yes.
So the intent behind that firearm is what matters.
Yes.
So if I pull a firearm in defense, that's one thing. But if I pull a firearm out of malicious intent to kill, that's a different thing. You know?
I'll get to my chair. Yeah.
So it's really, things like that are truly intent, you know, driven. Which, by the way, just an FYI, we are working on a strategy now to eliminate the need to kennel Ahsoka at night or during the day at all.
That's great.
I mean, she gets out, she hangs out with us and stuff, you know, that's all well and fine, but I really want to eliminate her having to be kenneled at all.
Mm-hmm.
And to do so, I just need to put up a couple more doors here at the house. Yeah. And that would eliminate it.
Yeah. It's like, for what I understand, kennels are meant to, one, protect dog. Let's say when a certain force of people come over and that force could consider your dog as a threat, right? I've literally had family dogs die that way. So it is very much true. Or to house it for a small period of time.
Right.
It's not
if you're going to be right. If you're going to be out of the house for the day, and that pet is not trained or safe by itself, that's what that's for. Or if you don't want them out at night while you're sleeping, that's, or you have company over. That's what those are meant to be. Well, as you know, right now we have to kennel her at night because of reasons, and then sometimes, depending on what's going on during the day, she may have to be kenneled during the day. But if I put these two doors up, I can eliminate that because she, at that point, only has access to the areas that are safe for her. Yeah. When we're not here.
That's why I like our hallway. Like, it may be small, but it's the perfect amount of space for a dog to roam, walk around, play around a little bit. And they have to relieve themselves, which we don't want them to. They can. We just would like them not to. But if I do that in a kennel, and where they can step on one minute.
You've been here, so you know I have a hall that runs down the middle of my house.
Yes.
And you've seen my living room.
Yes.
Well, the living room's completely rearranged, so the entire breadth of my living room, long ways, is open in front of where we sit now. Yeah. And that hallway is open. So if I put a door at the end of the hallway and put one at the laundry room, she can't go anywhere but the hallway and the living room. Both of those places are safe for her. Yeah. So I can eliminate that, and if I change her eating schedule to eating right after we get home from work, and then after she eats, I put it up, that gives her time to have to use the bathroom and stuff and be taken out before we go to bed at night. Now we're not having messes. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we've worked out the plan. I just got to get the friggin' doors, because for some reason people decided to take doors off of this house before we bought it and moved in.
Yeah. And whether or not people like this idea or not, dogs are a deterrent. And you can get your dog the access to every single room and safeguard it, like the hallway, the main part of the house where you have to go through to traverse to any other room, and put a dog there. That's a deterrent.
Well, I mean, you've seen Ahsoka. Imagine walking into our dark hallway and seeing one blue eye in the
Yeah.
dark and one with 3 different colors in the dark, and they're looking at you, and you're not real sure what that's attached to, but it is over 2.5 feet tall,
Uh-huh.
and it's making serious snarling sounds. You're
Yeah.
going to reevaluate your decision.
Yeah.
Now,
I told my wife I want to get Nani trained if we ever can get the means to someday. I want her trained.
well, you should have been here the other day after we rearranged the living room and I let her out. I gave her a bath and let her out and stuff. Son, she ran around for about 15 minutes, hey, why is all the furniture different? And then after that, it was pretty much I lay by mom on the floor or that center couch area.
Yeah.
She laid right between the two of us and she was content. And I was like, this is what I want right here. We need to, that's what prompted me to start thinking, okay, how do I get this kennel shit out of here? I don't want it.
Yeah.
And of course, I haven't told you, but I will tell you now. My Pomeranian got into something. He drug something in his kennel.
Uh-huh.
And we got home and he didn't make it.
Oh.
So that was it, one of those things that just happens. It wasn't anybody's in particular fault. In the hurry of moving around in the house and trying to do some stuff,
Partially his fault for dragging what it was in.
something got left too close to the kennel.
Yeah.
He got it and decided it looked like it was going to be tasty because he would eat anything, including if I put this in front of him, he would try to eat it.
Yeah.
And he ate it and he didn't make it. So
Oh, that is.
So
That sucks.
it sucks, but I've told Stealthy that I'm gonna try to wait at least until this time next year, if not longer,
Yeah.
before I try
Holding you accountable, bitch.
to replace it. And there's 2 reasons for that. One, give me some time and hold myself accountable.
Yeah.
And 2, what I want to replace it with, it's gonna be a miracle to get the money.
Yeah.
You're looking at one right now. Fuck you. Okay.
Yeah. He's big and sleepy right now. He's cute.
You can kiss my ass, fucker. But yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Mm.
If I hadn't have been holding myself accountable to the length of time that I want to wait, I could have gotten one.
Yeah.
That I seen in a rescue that was like $85 to adopt.
Yeah.
But I'm fighting it every day. I'm not gonna lie and say that I ain't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm holding you accountable.
But I'm looking beginning of October next year before I even seriously try.
If he doesn't hold himself accountable, he will go with the first one he sees.
Right. She knows the kind of person I am.
Yeah.
I'm very much
And never regrets it later.
take it for what it's worth. I'll be honest. I'm very much one of those people. I grew up having a pet.
Yeah.
Always
Same.
having a pet. So when I don't have one, I go panic. Okay. I know that sounds weird. But the urge to have one, it's not that I devalue the previous. Do you understand? I still love them. I still miss them. But mentally, I don't have that. And I can't handle it. And it drives me crazy. But I am going to set the date now in front of everybody that's watching. And Grumpy, you can help hold me accountable. Because I know I will. If I start looking, I will probably talk to you and Stealthy about it.
Yeah.
Not until October.
Gotcha.
Of next year. You understand?
Yeah.
Not until then.
So
At that point, it shifts from y'all keeping me
thanks for the follow.
from getting it to maybe helping me find one. You understand?
Yeah. Thank you for the follow there. Alpha Waza, your name. That's a jumble of words. So let's kind of talk about this a little bit. I'm gonna start with me first, and you can give a couple seconds. Mine's gonna be pretty easy. I've always had dogs too. Always had dogs. In some part of my family, my father is a animal fanatic. I would almost say this man always was trying to get different animals, different breeds, different creatures, fish tanks, chameleons, iguanas, like you name it. If he could get his hands on it, he would buy it. But one type of dog that we always had in the family were Akitas, Japanese snow sledding dog.
I love them.
Yeah, they're the one of the most protective dogs in the world.
And they're beautiful. They're beautiful little dogs.
But you also have to shed them like crazy.
Yep. Ahsoka is the same way.
Yeah.
Trust me.
So like if you get them, you're gonna need more than just a simple comb brush. We're talking about blowing like leaf blowers to get these dogs to have the fur removed from their bodies. And every year, it's not like you can do this. No, every year you have to. So yeah, we always had an Akitas. I've had, I don't think I forget the name of them. It was they're these white haired dogs, really long and flowing, and then like what?
Samoye. Simeon.
No, that's
There's also the mountain dog. I can't remember the first part of the name.
This was a small breed, a very, very small breed, like almost like a
I think I know which one you're talking
long,
about,
white
but
hair. It's like it always covered the face too. And I forget the name of it. Poor thing. I should have, like, as a kid, I didn't really notice this dog, but this dog had some issues, and my best friend at the time kind of like tortured it a little bit. And eventually, it just started had so many problems and so many issues that it had to be put down. Because one of the things he used to do was like literally run around our house, just barking, just run around over and over and over, just like this running and barking. And if you put it on the tile of the kitchen, she would like slip everywhere. And we called her Harry because we weren't very imaginative with names back then. Sweet dog.
Looks like them, right? The Shih Tzu.
It might have been Shih Tzu.
hang on, I'm fixing to put an image in, and you tell me
Okay.
if this looks like it.
Yes, but ours was all white. Yes.
Right. That's the Maltese version of it.
Yeah. So we had one of those. And then like I always had friends too. Like, you know, I've met my next door neighbor, or my cross the street next door neighbor had a English pit bull. That's where I got the like I want one. One of my other friends had a pug. Loved it. I'm going, this is my favorite dog of all time. Yeah, that exact breed right there.
That's a Maltese.
Yeah, Maltese. She was sweet. She was sweet as can be, but keeping her haircut was also a pain in the butt. You get a lot of stuff caught in it. It's real easy, very easily. And even when she had problems like even taking use of the restroom, that she would fall on her face over and over and over again. I'm like, oh, this like the dog got into a very sad state very quickly. It felt like we only had her for like 5 years and she was already like gone. But sweet dog. And I'm like, man, I want one of these dogs. And when I got older, well, that's what that guy did. Got me an English bull, got me a pug. Boston Terriers look very close to pugs, so like, hell, Boston Terriers, go for it. Only reason I have a husky is because my wife.
I'm going to show you this. This is, I will forever call this my sister.
Okay.
My father got this puppy when I was probably 6.
Okay.
We had her all the way till I was 16 or 17.
Mm-hmm. That's a long time.
She was the smartest little fucking dog I ever met, and faster than greased fucking lightning. Okay. Her name was Katie. And her ears stuck up just like that.
Yeah.
And she had a little bob tail. And I don't know what my dad did to train this dog, because at the time he was the one that was at home. due to physical impediments and stuff like that. Mom did the working. I was at school. He trained this dog. Don't know how he trained her.
Yeah.
But we didn't have any such things as shock collars or choking collars or any of that shit. Also, this dog never ate dog food in her life. Ever.
Ever had to?
No. Because if my dad cooked, she got cooked for just like everybody else in the house.
Oh,
you understand
great.
what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if we had steak, there wasn't 3 steaks, there was 4. We had burgers, there was always an extra. You know, this dog ate like we did.
Like royalty.
She did not know she was a dog. She was trained to the point that when she had to go to the bathroom, she literally went to the front door, sat down, whined a little bit, and looked at you.
Aww.
You could open the door. You didn't have to go out with her. There didn't even have to be a fence in the yard.
Mm-hmm.
She would go out just far enough to use the bathroom, and she was back in that door before you even knew she'd done left.
Yeah, that reminds me of Lotus. Lotus would go outside and immediately do his business, come back inside.
The only time she would stay outside is if you were outside.
Yeah.
That's it. And even then, she did not leave the yard. He taught her, this is your boundary. I don't know how, like I said, I don't know what he did. But she had her own sweet dish, you know, like candy dish.
Yeah.
She had her own plate that she ate off of, fuck a dog bowl, because she wasn't a dog to my dad. She was his little girl. You know, and I grew up, that was my little sister.
Yeah.
Now, that little fucker treated me like a little sister did too.
Uh-huh.
Because she would do shit and could do it in a way that it looked like I did it.
Uh-huh.
So I left one day, I cleaned my room up, left and went out with some friends. She went and dragged the laundry basket into my room and knocked that shit over all on the floor and then took the empty basket and drug it back. Now, I would not have known this if my mother had not watched her do it without saying shit. She just wanted to see exactly what was going on.
Yeah. Okay.
So I come home. My dad comes home. He sees my room. He's like, boy, I thought you told me you cleaned your damn room up before we left. Are we going to have this discussion again? I'm like, but I did clean it up. I swear to God, I cleaned it up. And Mom comes in and she goes, honey, it was clean. And then she tells him what happens. You know what that little shit got as a punishment? Oh, but she's just a sweetie. She was just pulling a joke on him. I'm like, this is what happens. The little sister gets away with every fucking thing, and she sits in the corner and looks at you like, I didn't do it, Daddy, I promise.
Yeah, daddy's girls
like,
always get away with things. Let's just be honest
I'm
here.
like, you little shit. Yes, you know why? Because I want them to experience the pain. Fuckers.
You ever get you a daughter? I've heard this story so many times about from fathers. Like when you get yourself a daughter can do no wrong, and even when she is wrong, you blame it on the sons.
Yeah, you got fucked in that situation because in most other houses, the little girl doesn't do anything wrong.
Like, yep, she is innocent, and she's never proven it wrong.
I'll give you an example of how intelligent.
It's the opposite of mine.
I'll give you an example of how intelligent this little shit was.
Mm.
You know those welcome mats that you step on the screen for Halloween?
Yeah.
Okay. So picture this, we're all in my house, me and a bunch of friends. Mom has made, snacks and stuff. All the lights are out, nothing but some candle lights going. We're sitting in the floor telling ghost stories.
Yeah.
Because it's October.
Yes.
This little shit realizes that people are getting scared. So she goes and parks her ass by that fucking mat. And right as soon as you go to do because she figured out when somebody's going like this, they're doing the scary part.
Yeah.
hit that fucking mat. She did that shit and made one girl pee herself.
Oh.
And I looked at her and I was like, Katie, are you fucking serious right now? I mean, are you that fucking butthurt that you can't be a part of it? I'm sorry, you don't speak English. You know? She just looked at me like, I'm gonna keep doing it too. Why?
I like the response I get from the humans when they get freaked out. Let me tell you a little quick story. I've told the story before. I don't know if I've told you, but I told my stream this story before. My Akitas at my dad's house. This is back when my dad was on his third wife or fourth wife. I can't remember. He's been divorced a lot. Okay, so we lived back in these backwoods at this house. This woman had a very, very beautiful home. And like maybe 8 acres of land, and one part of the land was purely just for the dog fence and purely for the dogs and the Akitas. And I was back in the backyard playing with the dogs, the Akitas, because well, they're kind of my enjoyment at this house. It's not very much stuff I can do other than play with the dogs, swim in the pool, or sit about the house and hope I can, keep myself entertained with my Nintendo or my Game Boy. So most of my Game Boy. But anyways, I was out there, and back then I always had a stick in my hand. I always had a stick in my hand. I love the stick. Don't know why. I just do.
So what you're telling me is you're a stickaholic. I see how it is. No wonder you were checking out some of them sticks. I got you. Okay, it's okay. I won't say nothing.
I wouldn't even lie. I have picked up sticks even to this day and gone, that would look like a cool wand.
Yep.
Just that's how my brain goes. That's a cool wand. I'll pick it up.
No, that was the sword back in the day. You couldn't get a 3D printed sword, and you were broke as hell. You damn sure wasn't getting a plastic one from the store.
Yeah.
So you went out there and found the only one that looked half-ass straight. I've got my sword.
So yeah, I was pretty young. And I hear something screaming. Don't know what it was, but I hear someone screaming for help. Bloody murder screaming. And my dogs are a little like making some noises. And I don't think too much. I don't know why I thought this, but I opened the gate. And the moment I opened the gate, both my Akitas booked it out the gate. Like normally they wouldn't do that. This time they're going whether or not I like it or not. And I chase after them because I hear it too. I don't know why I'm chasing these dogs. Honestly, I can't keep up with them, but I'm doing the best I can with my little short legs. And I'm running down this street, which is maybe like half a mile long. And they're running right in front of me, running and running and running. We get to the end of the street, and there's my middle brother on the floor getting attacked by a dog. A Rottweiler, I believe it was at the time. This dog was normally really sweet. You could pet it, you could love it. But apparently it got jealous of another dog that was with her, and my brother was paying attention to it, and it got jealous and attacked my brother. And not just a little bit of a playful pull here and there. We're talking about blood and sinew. And as soon as my dogs get to it, one of them just nails it. Full on body tackles the dog to the ground. And the other one gets on top of it and starts biting it too. And when it starts running, my dogs don't just like, hey, he's gone. No, they chase after the dog. And my brother gets up, shirt's torn up, pants are ripping, blood's going down his arm, and he limps down the street. And I smacked the dog one time with the stick because, that's that guy. I just bit it one time. And ever since then, I'm like, these dogs are just, and I looked it up. Like I said, these dogs are the most protective dog in the world. They have like a nanny dog, a pit bull. Yeah, they're pretty strong, but these dogs are like trained to do this just innately.
Keep going.
So
because I got a story after this.
That's why I was always like, if I ever got me one of those dogs, I would be happy. If I had kids, I would buy one just for that. They're not huge, they don't look aggressive, but they're smart as a whip, and they are really good at taking down bigger dogs than them because they got that thick fur, like you can't bite through that stuff. without like you need a long sword to get through that fur. There's not no, you can't,
Okay.
teeth won't do shit to him.
So, I may have told you this story before.
Mhm.
I may have told you about this dog before. I can't remember. When we had Soren, how old was Soren? When we had Crimson, how old was Crimson when we got Reggie? He was about 6 months old. We decided we was gonna go get us a dog.
Mhm.
One of the criteria for the dog is it had to be able to interact with Crimson.
Yeah.
6-month-old Crimson without
Attacking.
attacking. And I know there's stories out there about bad Rottweilers, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Understand me, I think that is full of shit. I
All
think
dogs
it's how
based on
people,
the trainer.
I think it's how the training was. And this is why. So we go to the Humane Society. We get to the Humane Society and there is this
Bunch of different dogs.
but there's this beautiful, what was she, about 2? She's about 2-year-old Roddy.
Okay.
And she's just laying there and she's looking very depressed because she's in this fucking Humane Society, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I tell Stealthy, I was like, I want to interact with that one.
Okay.
All right. So the lady gets her out, brings her into the room where we can interact with her. I interact with her, she's fine. Stealthy interacts with her, she's fine. And then we tell the lady, we're going to bring the baby. Now this lady's eyes get this fucking big. She's like, are you sure you want to do that? And I looked at her, I said, ma'am, I promise you that if something happens, the only problem you're going to have is explaining to your higher ups why this dog no longer breathes. Okay, yeah. I promise. So we bring him in. Soon as she sees him, she lays down
In his lap.
his lap.
Very good. Yeah.
Okay, so he's 6 months old. All he knows is it's a soft, squishy thing, because you know how Roddies have big jowls and stuff. He starts pulling her freaking jowls like it's silly putty. Reggie just lays there. She just lays there and licks him. Like, hey, it's all good. You snatch all you want to, baby.
Yeah.
He grabs her ear, yanks her fucking ear. She's just laying there. And I looked that lady dead in the eyes. I said, you can go ahead and get the paperwork for this dog. She said, are you sure it might be a one-off thing? I said, if she was going to get him, she'd have tried to get him already.
Yeah. Like that would have been.
So the reason I tell you that part is to tell you the next part of the story. We're going to fast forward a few years. And Reggie's in the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the front yard changing the oil. Stealthy was in the house doing some stuff, so I told her I would take Crimson outside with me. And he's about 3, so he's still kind of unsure with his footing and stuff, but he's waddling around. I'm keeping an eye on him. And a fella comes walking down the road. Now, this fella didn't do anything wrong before we go anywhere.
Okay.
He's walking down the road. He's seen me under the car working, and I guess he was feeling lonely. He wanted to strike up a conversation. So Crimson started towards the road because he sees person, right? And he's like, oh, person. Maybe that get uppies or lovies or something. Daddy's busy. Reggie seen this shit.
Okay.
Understand, at the time I didn't have a fence.
Oh, okay.
So Reggie had to be put on a chain.
No, she wasn't on a chain that day because you.
Oh, that's right. I had to let her off the chain. She
doesn't leave your side.
She had went to the backyard because that's where her auto water was. That's right.
Yeah.
She come back around the corner and seen the baby walking towards stranger.
Okay.
Now, when I say before I could push myself out from under this car, this dog had made it from my backyard, which you've seen, all the way to where you pulled in at.
Yeah.
Tackled the baby, standing over the baby, teeth bared, daring him to take another step. And this all happened before I could do this. Before I did this, it was done. And I hollered, I said, hey, dude, stop. Don't move no further.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, okay. I was like, because if you take another step, I'm not sure I'm going to get to you before she gets to you.
Yeah.
Because right now, she don't know you, and that's her baby.
Yeah.
And you're too fucking close. So I had to walk over there and put my hand on her. I was like, Reggie, it's okay. She stopped growling. I was like, all right, dude, come here. Before we go any further, I said, you need to come here. So he's like, I'm not sure. I was like, trust me. I put my hand on her back. She knows to chill. I was like, put your hand out so she can smell you.
Yeah.
And then take that same hand and you're going to shake my hand in front of her. He goes, why are we doing that? I said, because one, that gives your scent to her. Two, you shook my hand. Daddy's okay with it.
Yeah.
With him. We did that. She reaches down with her teeth, grabs the back of Crimson's shirt, stands his ass up, and walks back to the backyard. He's like, that is the fucking weirdest shit I ever said. It's like, listen, that baby is her puppy. Has been for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
I can't even get on to him in front of her. If he gets in trouble, I have to take him inside because she will try to fuck me up when it comes to him. We found that out the hard way, which she found out fucking with Daddy was not a good idea either.
Yeah.
Because she's 85 pounds, but she could still be puppy bombed.
Yeah.
You know.
So does Lotus. So does Lotus when he tried to take a snap at me one time, and so is Nani.
Now here's the thing: if I got loud at Crimson, she get pissy and want to fight.
Yeah.
Stealthy get loud. She walks over, sits down, and looks at Crimson like, "You better listen to your mama. You heard what mama said." I'm like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
That's some bullshit.
Yeah. She come in at night because she didn't stay outside unless there was a damn good reason.
Okay.
She come in at night, lay down in front of the bedroom door in the hallway.
Yeah.
Fall over her ass trying to go take a piss because she wasn't moving because the baby was in that bedroom. I miss that dog with all my heart.
Sounds like a great dog.
Because we had her for several years. And I'm going to tell you now, as far as my kids go, Ahsoka may be the exception. We haven't seen this yet. But as far as my kids go, I had no issues leaving my kids in the backyard as long as she was back there because she would die before she let anything happen to them damn kids.
Yeah. I've had this is another Akita. This is back when my dad lived in Slidell, Louisiana. So I can pretty much say that area, but like they wouldn't know where inside of Louisiana. And we had a dog. Again, our naming as kids were terrible. So like, get me on that. But we called the dog Ninja. I know, really classic name. And we were in the backyard at our house. I still remember this house. It was a bright yellow house. It was pretty much our family's house in a sense. Like, this was the house I grew up in before I even knew I was conscious of myself, and before my dad and mom divorced.
Separated. Yeah.
So we were in his backyard, and we're like in kind of a suburbs. Like, there's houses upon houses, different houses, styles, but like it was house all the way down the street, kind of like where I'm living right now. So we didn't think anything dangerous would ever come about this place because, well, it's suburbs. Well,
right.
Unfortunately or fortunately, a poisonous snake show up. Apparently in this area because we had a pool, and snakes like pools, believe it or not.
Yep.
And we had, I believe, either was a water moccasin.
Water moccasin.
Water moccasin. I got you.
We had one of those show up, and our dog Ninja found it before it found us, and it bit it, chewed it up, and threw it around like a rag doll. And like I said, this thing fur was so thick that the bite couldn't even get to the dog. Like, that's the kind of stuff I'm saying, like, could not even bite the dog that was killing it. And it tried.
I'm glad you told that story because it reminded me of one with Katie when when she was younger.
Yeah.
So I think at this point I was like 6 or 7.
Mm.
And we were living in a single wide trailer that there was a pond in front, probably, I don't know, 50 yards in front of the house. And then to the left, another 50 yards out was like a little swamp area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then behind us was a big old field, the farm and stuff. But anyway, I would go to that pond in front of us and go fishing. Well, one day I'm fishing. Katie's with me. And a fucking cottonmouth went over the top of my feet.
They don't bother
And
you,
I
you don't bother them, but
I about shit myself because he stopped and turned. And when he did, she was on his ass like white on rice, son. She was slinging that motherfucker like he was a rag doll, right?
Mm-hmm.
He bit her ass right here on the nose, bridge of the nose.
Oof, okay.
The moment that happened, I snatched that damn dog up and I ran to the fucking house.
Uh-huh.
I'm hollering for mom. Told mom what happened. Take her to the vet, and it, by some miracle of divine intervention, I don't know what the fuck you want to call it, he was able to express enough of the poison that over the next couple of weeks she was in really shitty shape, but she made it.
Oh, that's great. Great.
But dude, when I say before he could fucking think twice, his ass was got. She got his ass and was wearing him out.
Yeah, if anybody's ever gave a dog a rope before, that's what they do. They bite it and then they just flop that shit around as fast as they can to try to get to snap its neck or try to tear it apart. They're not gonna, grab and pull. They're just sling that head.
I got one for you. Have you ever had to get a dog out of a tree?
No, actually.
Okay, so you've never owned the feist like Katie.
Yeah.
She had this thing about fucking squirrels. She wanted to chase squirrels.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck it was, but dude, she could not abide a fucking squirrel. She had to chase it.
Girl talk
and
shit.
mom let her out one day while I was at school.
Okay.
And I come home and I was like, where the fuck is the dog at? Mom's like, you're gonna have to go get the extension ladder. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I gotta get the extension. She's like, look up. So I look up at this big ass pecan tree in the yard and my fucking dog is up in the tree. And I looked at mom, I'm like, how the hell did the dog get in the tree? She said, well, you know how she likes to chase squirrels? I was like, yeah. He's like, she's like, you know how fucking fast she is too, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, speed was not her friend. Because she's like, I let her out and I was out there, watering some plants. And I seen her come flying by me behind this squirrel. And the squirrel went up the tree and she didn't let up. She was going as fast as she could. And she went right up the side of that motherfucker off of momentum and ended up on the fucking tree limb.
I've seen, there's literally a dog league about dogs running up a wall to jump and then grab this rope that's up there and try to see how high a dog can get it. I can totally believe that. But at the same time, just saying a dog does it, it's like one of those things, that's not real. It's one of those moments that I just see, no, that's ninja shit.
Trust me, I was in complete disbelief. To the point that I looked at this tree limb and I was like, I don't even have a fucking extension ladder that'll get up there. I had to walk back across the street because we lived across the street from my school.
Yeah.
And ask the maintenance man at the school if I could borrow his extension ladder to get my damn dog out of the tree. And he thought I was being funny. So he followed me back over there and he looks up and he's like, you weren't shitting. She's in the fucking tree. I was like, I know, right? So for weeks after that, everybody called my dog the parkour dog. Because she done parkoured all the way up a tree. Couldn't get down. Luckily, the limb was big enough. She just laid the fuck down and waited.
Yeah.
She's just like, fuck it, I'm here. I can't go nowhere.
Did she at least get the squirrel? No.
Oh no, she had that motherfucker when I went. She had not turned him loose either. She had him
got
all
Oh, damn.
fucking day.
Just hold it in the mouth. Like,
When
I
went,
got him.
I went to get her down. I put her on her mom and said, "You got to leave that nasty ass fucking squirrel up here now. I ain't toting his bloody ass back down with me." And she looked at me like, "No, bitch, this is mine."
This was all worth it.
I had to take her to the ground. She's holding a squirrel. I put her down. She walks over to my mom, looks at her, and drops the squirrel at her feet. Like, "Look, I went hunting. I got dinner. Look, Mom, I got dinner." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Like, I see you shoot the squirrels. This means I got the squirrel. I'm part of the family now, right?
Yeah, right.
Y'all eat these things, right? Good eating.
Hey, why you bullshitting? Now, you did used to shoot squirrels in the backyard.
Yeah, you told me that.
Clean them and eat them.
Yeah, you told me
So
that.
she was like, "I got one."
I did the work this time. Dinner's on me. Speaking of dinner, this is something I wanted to show you. Because I'd never seen this before, right? And we were out the other day at a thrift store because my shorts are getting a little loose on me. I'm losing weight, which is a good thing, right? I told you about how much I lost some weight when we went to Orlando, and we go again. I might need to go another size down.
Said.
So,
SVUERstream.com remove the space DCR by GTQ.
Suck ma. All right. So we went out and we had to give me some from the thrift store, right? Some $1.50, $1.20, some shorts, pretty cheap. And my wife saw this while we were perusing, and you know I've been grilling a lot lately. It's one of the things that I'm okay with doing. Making pizza and grilling barbecue is just one of like two things like I'm okay cooking. Anything else, I hate it. And that's but people you don't understand that. If anybody new here, I hate cooking. Absolutely hate it. I cooked for 15 years for people like everybody, like customers, and customers are assholes. So I don't like cooking no more. But I found this the other day. I'll give you a full view of this. And you might go on a cutting board, right? This is not a cutting board. There's 4 of these pieces of wood in here. And
smoking board?
Yeah, they're like you wet them, you put them in a grill, and then you cook on the boards to give the food.
Primarily used for salmon and fish.
Yeah, but it also could do apparently chicken because it says upholstery. But yeah,
you can do chicken on it, and you can get different boards made out of different wood, which will give different flavor.
Yeah. So, okay, my wife's correct me. They were like $5 a piece, but still cheaper than buying from Walmart. But yeah, we found this, and I'm gonna try it out, and I'm gonna tell you if it's good or not because I've never cooked on a piece of wood inside of a grill to try to give it a wood flavor. Apparently, I'm thinking like to soak this in like oils. Or you get to do like no, it just says soak in water for 2 hours, put meat and put it in the grill. And that's it. I'm like, that is really interesting. I hope they're not a one-time use. And I hope they don't catch on fire.
No, they're usually not. If you let your coals burn down like you're supposed to, where it's just coals and not flames.
Yeah.
They work pretty good. And I will tell you, the only thing is whichever side you put down is the side you always want to put down towards the coals. Okay.
Okay.
You don't want to accidentally flip it over because coals are going to leave some residue on the bottom of the boards that's not going to come off. That is normal.
Yeah. Okay.
But it works really good with poultry and fish. If you really, really want to see if the board's worth of shit, get you a good cut of fish, season it like you normally would, because you know what that tastes like, and then put it on the board, and it should get a little additional flavor from the wood in the board in the board.
Yeah, it has on the back of it. It says, kosher salt, paprika, oregano, and chili powder is what they recommend. Which all those sounds good. I'm gonna try chicken on it because that's what I'm into. Don't know if I'm gonna try burgers on it. Kind of like curious, but I did burgers one time. They didn't really they don't pull the flavor as well as chicken and fish. Yeah. So and again, this is a thrift store, so like I'm sure you can buy this at regular stores. But somebody decided to go, we're never going to try this. We're never going to do this. And I'm like, I'm going to do this week. I'll do this tomorrow if my wife tells me to. I'm down for trying this. But yeah, there's 4-foot planks in here. So I hope they're going to last a long time. And if you ever see
what flavor wood you got?
Cedar plank.
Okay.
So and it's called Set of 4 cedar plank. Guess I got no real actual name. Recipe included firstly, fish, poultry, and vegetables. Oh, actually, there's a brand. The Williams Sonoma, whatever. So yeah, if anybody sees this at stores, you want to hear about what I think about this, give it a week or so, and I'll when we do the next podcast, I'll tell you how it turned out and whether or not you should pick up some if you can afford it, because I don't know how much these things are originally. I just know that I got mine from a thrift store, so I got a bargain.
So I had an idea the other day pertaining to pizza, and as soon as I can afford to buy a nice pizza stone, I'm going to buy one, and I'm not going to put it in the oven. I'm going to put it on my Blackstone.
I think you should
put a pizza on it and see how well it does, because I've been cooking a lot on my Blackstone, as you know, since the stove's been out.
Yeah.
And I've done some shit on that Blackstone, like, dude.
Well,
yeah.
I remember I told you, like, there was like maybe 4 or 5 podcasts ago that I found at Aldi's that grill brick stove that goes on a actual like full size grill, not my little tiny small grill, but like the full size grill. I'm like, I want one of those, but it says it's not only that one was for gas, and like I don't got a gas one. It also was too big to fit inside of mine. But you best believe, as soon as I can get the chance, I'm gonna try to cook a pizza on my grill, because I want to see how it feels with a charcoal flavor. Is there propane that tastes like charcoal?
No,
Sorry.
Propane does not taste like charcoal.
I'm like, can you make it taste like charcoal? Some people like that smoky flavor, and I like smoky.
You're not going to do it easy. I mean, to do it, you would have to take like a propane grill, and you would have to have more than one rack.
Yeah.
Right? What you're going to do is buy some liquid smoke.
Oh, yeah.
That you can buy from the store, and put a couple of drops in like a drip pan below what you're cooking, and let it come up.
Yeah.
If you're doing gas. Now, if you're doing charcoal, which, I got a miniature charcoal grill because Mom can't have grills at her place anymore. They made a new rule.
Weird.
So I got the one from Mom that me and Crimson had gotten for her.
Yeah.
And at some point I'm going to do some burgers or something on it, because I'm going to teach Crimson to grill charcoal first before he moves on to propane. But I do want to get a pizza stone and put it on the Blackstone.
Yeah.
And then put the pizza on the pizza stone, and I want to see how it's going to turn out.
I think it'd be pretty good. I love pizzerias that have that classic brick stone ovens with just wood, and you just slide it in there and turn it. Like, I love those pizzas. They taste so different. They hit different.
That made me Furina's up. Furina's up in Genshin. But that made me think. Stealthy, I'm sure she remembers, we were riding down the road coming home from our trip, and we look over on the back of this trailer. This dude has a full-on brick pizza oven built on top of a table with wheels. On the back of the trailer.
Going down interstate.
Going down the fucking interstate. And we're not talking about like a propane lit one. We're talking about old school, like you got to have wood in the back of this damn thing, the whole 9 yards. And a bitch better not drop that trailer anywhere near where I stopped to take a leak, because it's going to go missing.
Like, that's that kind of stuff you can't just go like, let me just order that. Like, no, that seems like a custom build. Like, you got to either know somebody or you're doing it yourself. And I built one for my grandfather into
a brick wall that perimetered
Yeah, you told me about
his
that one.
carport.
Mm-hmm.
And God dang it, man, that thing turned out some good shit.
Oh yeah, and you wouldn't just cook just pizzas in there, but that would be my primary meat. I just need like a single oven one. I know you can buy some like online. You can buy brick oven, like electric brick ovens. I want the wood one. I want the wood. And I was like, yeah, you have to have wood on hand, and yeah, you gotta get rid of the charcoal. You gotta get inside of it. You gotta clean it out. La 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 la. I would do it. I would be okay with it.
Well, that's okay. One of these days, you'll live close enough to me, and we'll just build one, and we'll just use it.
Yeah, but we gotta put it on wheels so we can say, I gotta borrow it. So it's a weekend.
We can do that.
Roll over
We
to
can
someone's
do that.
house. Bring
We
the
can do
oven.
that.
Bring the oven. That's all I say.
I can already hear you calling me like, "Hey, bro, you want pizzas?" Yeah. Well, I'll make the pizzas if you bring the oven over. Fuck.
Well, your family, because when your family members own a pizzeria, so like they can give us some pointers. I don't know if they do brick oven cooking or not, or if they do like regular conventional ovens for their pizzas. Do they do conventional, or did it do stone?
Depends on which location you go to.
Oh, you have two
there
locations.
there is a brick oven in the first location. The second location has a conventional type oven.
I wish one which gets better sales, because that'd be a good way of finding out. Like,
I don't know, man. They do pretty good right now. But honestly, the ones out of the first location taste better because they go through the brick oven.
That's it. They hit different. They do. All right, so that's it for this week. As far as I'm aware, I haven't heard anything from Clouder yet. Did Clouder?
He messaged.
Okay.
He said C.
All right. Yeah, I see it. We're gonna have D&D after this within the hour, so give it time if you're interested in watching that. I hope you do it. Last week's turnout and views for the podcast wasn't that great, so I hope you leave a like, leave a comment, leave a long comment if you can. We have discovered the long comments do get more response from YouTube to show it to more people, but at the same time, YouTube is fickle about showing my channel. I don't know. I've learned so many things that just shows that unless you pay for advertising of your own channel, you're gonna have a hard time making it on YouTube. Or if you're like Twitch, you just turn off people's that they're lurking and make them suffer like that. I still can't believe. Oh, there's another one. Real quick though, there was another girl. It was a VTuber, had like over 100 people on her channel. And within moments, even though people were in her channel, it went from 100 down to 10.
Holy shit.
And she said after that, it kept like we kind of chit chat for a little bit on X. But she said within a couple minutes later, it went down to 2. I'm like, I don't know if you're view botting right. I don't suspect her to view bot. I don't know the person personally. I'm just saying I don't see that being a normal thing to happen. And I don't think she's lying when she said like that she had that people in her channel and they dropped down from 100 to 10. I don't care who you are. That's demotivating. That makes you just want to go, I don't want to do this no more. And I've been in that way for over 8 years now. It's so it hurts a lot. It hurts a lot. Anyways, see y'all a little bit, and as always, have a good day.